All right, guys, so as you guys can see, we are finally back at the fucking track. Finally. Car's all ready, bottles in, new set of plugs, just welded in subframe connectors. Everything is ready to go. Car is happy, party's ready. So we'll see what we do today. A lot of people here. We got here really early, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get my personal best today. I'm running 4 compression, 3 rebound on the rear. Same setup on lower control arms. I'm on the bottom bolt on both of them. Front strain struts are set at 3, and tires are down to 15. So we'll see what we do. We're still on the 125 shot. I did a bunch of wiring, if you saw in the last video. Well, you guys didn't get to see it, but I did a bunch of wiring on the nitrous kit and stuff like that, and rewiring it so it worked better. I had a problem with my battery, and it ended up being my fault, my shitty wiring when I was younger. So I fixed it all, and we're here, we're ready. Got my jacket, got my helmet. I'm just waiting to make a pass now. There's a lot of beautiful cars out here. It's a great day to be at the track. I hope it cools off a little bit. Maybe we'll won't have so much of a slimy track. I don't know. It's about 83 out here now. So we'll see what happens. I'll get back to you. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can hear me, but first pass out, complete dud. So my wiring wasn't my issue on my nitrous system. My fucking solenoids are maxed out and they can't hold the pressure of what I'm trying to launch at, which is around 1100 psi. So it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. I dropped the pressure down a bit to I think it's about 950. I'm gonna turn the bottle heater on. I'm not gonna do a burnout because tires are still warm, and it works now. It's just my solenoids aren't big enough. I guess we gotta go bigger because I can't hold them. They just don't. They won't open with the 1100 psi anymore. My purge doesn't even want to fucking open, so I'm gonna need all 3. Fuel works fine, obviously, because it's fuel. Who gives a fuck about the fuel one? It ain't got that much pressure. I think it's only got 75. No, I think it's got 80 psi of fuel pressure from the rail. So it is what it is. We're gonna make a pass. You guys will sit next to me and watch. It's my competition. I don't know what it is, honestly, but nice box body up there. No burnout for me this time. All right. Well, as you guys heard, one shift for last year. Shifted too late on it. Nitrous was still at 950 before we got down here at the end. We'll see what happens. I want to see what that 330 was, because goddamn, it spun, but I didn't do a burnout because my nitrous had to stay on. Thank you. That fucking guy ran a 13.2. He left on me fucking really good. A 056 light for him. I had a 512. I had late, but my fucking 60 1730. And his 2060. Oh my god, I had that boy. All right, guys. So you see, we are back here at the shop. The car's still loaded. So what happened was, during that pass, I had been fighting an issue, thinking it was wiring, why my solenoids weren't opening, or they weren't working. I thought they weren't getting power. I rewired the whole system. All that shit's done. What ended up happening is my solenoids aren't big enough to open, I guess, with 1100 psi. So they ended up being dirty. Cleaned them out. The nitro solenoid and everything works now at 1100. The purge is still iffy with 11. It's more happy with like 1000. But that's fine too, as long as the nitro stuff works. But during that last pass, we ran our best 60 all the way to the 8th mile. We ran our best ever. I think it was a 1730 60, something like that. I'll put it up the slip. But after the 8th mile, I went to shift the car into 4th, which is drive, because I used 1 through 3 because it keeps the RPM up. And when I went to shift into drive, it hit the limiter and it didn't want to shift. But that's fine. So we didn't get to, you know, make our number, but I know the pass would have been for at least a 1250, maybe even the record of 1240. We would have had it yesterday. The car was on a roll, but we have been fighting with the car. We have got it figured out now, and we are ready to go. I tried to make it to the track. That was the third time I went to the track. First time I got there, I was kicked out for no updated belts, didn't have my jacket, and my helmet was out of date. But, you know, this little 12-second car, I guess, is crazy for the track guys. But second time I went, the Honda guys oiled down the track from the 8th mile all the way to shutdown, and I sat there for like 3 hours. Nothing happened. So yesterday was our first time that we actually got to go to the track and actually make a pass. My first pass out, solenoid stuck, and they didn't even open. So it was a motor pass because I used the nitrous in the burnout, and then I shut it off, and then I turned it back on to make my pass. When I left, the car left on motor, no nitrous at all, nothing happened. It ran like a 15 something because I let off kind of like after like the 60 once I knew like there was no nitrous. Second pass, like I said, best all the way to the 8th mile. We probably would have got the record, but I'm happy with the cars now. I know what's wrong with it. I'm gonna get some bigger solenoids or just some new solenoids in general, and we will be back out probably next week with the car. It will probably maybe be the new color of the white. The pearl is coming on Tuesday. I do not know if I'll have enough time to spray it before we go out to the track again, but for the most part, I am happy. We will see what happens. Little old V6 is she's a party. I'm telling you, she was rolling that pass. Made a big block guy pucker his ass. I'll tell you what, because he's 60, he treed the fuck out of me with a 056 light. And I'm telling you, my 60 foot and everything just ran right up on his ass, and I was cruising. Then I passed him, and then, you know, hit the limiter. I let out, and then he passed me, and he ran like a 13.2. So I was like, I had it, because I was out on him by half a car by, I don't even know. Look at the slip. I don't even know. But I had it, and it was my fault. I bet the car would have shifted if I would have just shifted earlier. But, you know, shit happens. Get some new solenoids. I cleaned them. They work now. They do hold 1100. My purge is still a little bitchy and doesn't want to do it 1100. But we'll see what happens, and I will catch you guys on the next one. The next video you guys see will be LS content, hopefully, because I have the cam. I have a couple parts for it. I have a couple things ordered, and I have some truck content coming too. But see you guys on the next one.